What it is, YouTube? Better yet, what's up, YouTube? So I'm back with another video. This video right here, we just gonna title it and call it "The Day I Got Robbed." No, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the blessing. Why? Because what happened to me was a blessing that day. Even though it could have got ugly, it was a blessing that day because it was a blessing for years to come. So we just gonna get into it. This was December 10th, 2015. I'll never forget it because I think 2 nights before that I was just telling my ex. I was just pleading to the girl that I love on some weak shit, like trying to get her to come back to me. So I scared her. I act like somebody was following me, trying to rob me. Be careful, y'all. Don't do this because you will manifest you being robbed, which I did, and you will manifest drama because that's what I did. I manifested drama without knowing. So this day, it's kind of funny because this day I seen somebody get robbed on my auntie block, and I'm not sure if it was this actual day. Don't quote me on that. It probably was the day before. Not too sure. But all I can remember is that I was sitting in my car. I'm waiting for my cousin because I think back then I used to just sell my jewelry to my little cousin. Like, hey, you know, a nigga doing kind of tough right now. Hey, I'll sell you my jewelry. Let me just get some money. You keep the jewelry. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. I'm always get it back. Because if you're a real one, you feel me? You know how to bounce back and come back with bigger shit. That's what I used to do. So on this day, I'm just sitting in my whip. I think it was this day. Don't quote me on that, but I remember the date because I have there's gonna be a picture dropped, and it's gonna be on my. It's two of my video. I mean, two of my pictures from Instagram. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this video and it's gonna have the date. You're gonna see. I'm not lying about this shit. So this day we just happened to just it's just me, my cousin, and 2 of the homies. We go up there to the fucking pawn shop on fucking Vermont. We're just gonna say Vermont. Not gonna give the cross street because everybody knows there's pawn shops on Vermont. So whatever pawn shop that is on Vermont, we're gonna say Vermont. And this day I just happened to just be fresh. I had on my black and white Adidas with my black and white Adidas jacket. I'll never forget it. I'm fresh as a motherfucker. I just cashed out on some I want to call them Africa nuggets because the shape of my earrings, they looked like Africa and it was in nugget form. So we're gonna call them the African nuggets. So I'm going up there, but I'm going over there to pawn these other ones or sell these other ones to get cash. I don't know if it was to pay my phone bill or to fucking get gas. So we pull up. This was a warning sign and it was a red flag. I didn't see it though. We pull up. It was a red Nissan Versa. I'll never forget. It was a red Nissan Versa, and it was like females and it was 2 females. It was like 2. It was a dyke female and the other like a big pretty girl, but she was gay too. And it was like niggas all around in that shopping center. And what's crazy is the nigga who introduced me to the shopping center was with me this time. And I had just told him about this shit previous because when I went up there, I think a week or 2 weeks previous. And I was like, hey, my nigga, like, I don't know if it's cool for us to be pulling up at this pawn shop on Vermont, bro. Like, niggas, you know where you at? He like, yeah. I'm like, niggas be getting robbed and probably be getting killed right here. He like, nah, bro, you thinking negative. Stop thinking negative. I'm like, nah, bro, like, it's real. Like, I don't know where you come from, but I was just telling him, like, you know, just saying, like, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, if you don't go to areas that you ain't from, like that's something in LA. That's something you don't do. If you're not from the west side of LA, you don't know certain people on certain sides of town, you don't go there. Even though I had connections to this area because I got family members from that area. You feel me? I just didn't feel comfortable going there. But some just say, you know what? I got my boys with me. Let's just go to the pawn shop. Let me get some money and we out of here. So we go, we get pressed and shit. I just play it as cool, like we not on that type of time, because they like, where you from? They trying to press niggas and all that. I'm like, we ain't on that type of time. The homie responded, though. When the homie responded and went up, niggas like, wooty woo woo, fuck wooty woo woos. Niggas ain't leaving. So we get in the pawn shop, but they still behind us talking shit. This is how I know them niggas was cowards, because if they was really about that, they wouldn't have did no talking. They would have just knocked niggas out or pulled pistols. They would have did whatever they was gonna do. Excuse me. They would have did whatever they was gonna do. That's how I knew that generation that they was from was soft. Like this new age generation, Even though they be doing the bogus of shit and the wildest and craziest shit now, I think about it now, like, them niggas wasn't on that type of time we was on. They was on some coward shit. So, what happened was, you know, we get in the pawn shop, but the niggas still talking shit. And, I did find out that pawn shop over there on Vermont. I ain't gonna say the name of it, but I'm just gonna let it be known. They are in cahoots with that hood over there. And, yeah, I've been there before, after, a long time ago, like, probably like 2 years ago. And one of the pawn shop people was talking to the people from that hood in that area. So, like I'm saying, like, I feel like they had something to do with it, even though they probably didn't know it was gonna happen. Shit happened like that in LA, where it could be a good day for you and it go bad that quick. So back to the story. We get in the pawn shop. Thank God I didn't get no cash out because I didn't have my card. I think I was like thinking, like, why would I get cash if these niggas outside on some thirsty shit already? They trying to do whatever to us. So I'm not gonna even get no cash. I'm like, hey, fuck it, let me just put it in pawn. I tell my boys, like, hey, I'm gonna put it in pawn. So really, they on the homie because the homie, you know, responded back to them, you know, with the bullshit. We just gonna say that, with the bullshit. So I'm like, fuck it. So my cousin tell me, like, hey, go get in the car, start the car up, and pull up right here. We're gonna tell the pawn shop people to let us out. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm known to do. I'm about the foolishness, like, and this is how fucking crazy and how out of my mind, how I didn't give a fuck I was, you know. So I go. When I go and shit, as soon as I get out, cause the pawn shop let me out. I'm like, let me out, so I can get my car. All right, we're gonna let you out. So they buzzed me out. But like I said, the niggas wasn't on that type of time, because if they was, they would have ran in the pawn shop. They would have waited till I got out when they buzzed me out to run up in there and, you know, fuck us up, pack us out, do whatever. They didn't do none of that. So, you know, niggas still talking shit. So I walk out, the niggas still talking shit like, yeah, nigga don't need that. Nigga, you ain't getting none of whatever. So, you know, I'm walking or whatever. I had my phone in my hand, and I had my fucking, I think I had my phone in my hand and what's my wallet? Yeah, I think it was my wallet too. So I get outside, I had my hands barred up too, like, so I put my wallet in my pocket, and I had my, I think my fucking, phone in my hand, but I put that in my pocket too. So, yeah, so basically 3 niggas swarmed me, like, I think it was 2 niggas and a bitch. 2 niggas and a bitch swarmed me, I'll never forget it. So they popping they shit like, yeah, fuck Wooty Woos, and on everything, what'd he say? Run them earrings, run your phone. I'm like, nigga, I ain't running shit. I tell him, nigga, I ain't running shit. Nigga like, oh, you ain't gonna run shit, you know, doing the extra, saying his little hood play or whatever, his hood words, whatever. I'm like, nigga, I ain't running shit. He like, nigga, you wanna go night-night? You go night-night? I'm like, nigga, I'm standing there looking at this nigga like, do it, like, you feel me, do this shit. Nigga don't do that basically popping shit. They let me make it to my car. That's how I knew these niggas was bitches. But before I made it to my car, the nigga snatched my phone, because I think I had took my phone. I was holding my phone in my hand. The nigga snatched my phone like, give me that. I'm like, fuck it, it's gone. I'm not even asking for it back, because I ain't no bitch ass nigga. I'm not finna ask for that shit back. So the other nigga still pressing for my earrings, like, run your shit. Run them earrings. I'm like, I ain't running shit. Nah, I think they had, I think I ended up pulling my wallet out too. I don't know why I was on that type of time. I was just foolish, like, when I say I'm foolish, like, I'm really foolish, like, I really didn't give a fuck. So the nigga snatched my wallet like, oh, what's in that wallet? I'm like, nigga, ain't nothing in that wallet. You ain't getting my wallet. Like, he like, oh, take that nigga wallet. I guess the nigga had told him, take that nigga wallet. He asked me, well, I'm like, nah, ain't nothing in my wallet. Snatch my shit back. I go get in my car. I pull up in front of the pawn shop. The niggas behind my car talking shit like, yeah, niggas ain't getting out that pawn shop till we get that fade. So, I'm waiting. Every time I feel like niggas coming to my car, I like, this what I do. Like, I move up. So I'm waiting. The nigga in the pawn shop ain't letting them out. I'm beeping my horn, like let my people out, like, you know, beeping the horn, like, let them out. Like, they ain't trying to let us out. They ain't trying to let them out. So what I do is I spin the block. Fuck it, I spin the block. I pull back up. They still in the parking lot waiting. I'm like, do it again. Beat my horn. Like, let them out. Like, you know, like, let them out. We trying to, like, get back on, you know? Like, we trying to get up out of here. What? Nigga still let them out. All right, the 3rd time I spin the block. When I spin the block the third time, I see them running across the street. I bust a U-turn. They get in the car, we out of there. But they mad. They more enraged than me. I'm calm about it because I already know what's finna happen next. I already know what's finna happen next. So, yeah, they just took your earrings and your, well, hold on, I'm missing a part in the story, hold on. Let me replay that, because when I got to my car, I was finna get in my car, and then I seen a bitch move. And I forgot about this part in the story. I forgot. This what made me think twice, too. The bitch moved like she was moving for a pistol. When she moved for the pistol, I said, hey, you want these earrings here? You can have them. This ain't shit. You can have these motherfuckers. Like, I gave them up because one thing about me, I ain't stupid. Like, I'm smart, but I ain't stupid. Like, they could have killed me, and then guess what? I wouldn't be here to tell the story today. So it's like, thank God they didn't kill me, you know? But I gave them earrings up because I wasn't tripping. I was going to get them back anyway and then some. So I gave them up because she was asking me something like, oh, you ain't going to get my, she was like, you ain't going to give my nephew your earrings? You ain't going to give my nephew your earrings? I'm like, nope. And then she moved like she was clutching for a gun. I said, up, here you go. You can have them. Like I said, I'm replaying that part back in the story. You can have them. So when I gave them to her and shit, I got in my car. That's when I pulled up and shit. And then fast forward to the third time me coming back. And then like now we headed back towards our side of town. Because this is on the west side. I'm from the east side. So we heading back towards the east side. They from the west side, I'm from the east side. So we going back to the east side and shit. They mad. They like, never they robbed you. I'm like, nah, I ain't tripping. Like, calm down. Like, you know, cool. It's cool. Niggas got that. Because they already know me. This was when I was in my, you do something to me, I'm going to do something to you stage. So I'm already in that mode. Like, niggas got me. Niggas got it, though. But I'm not mad, though. I'm calm. I'm driving back to the house calm. Trying to get us back to the house. So my boys, they on some other type of time. I'm like, nah, it's cool. I mean, whatever. Like, I ain't tripping. So, well, first thing I do is I go straight to Metro PCS. I turn the phone off. So that's turned off. Then I turn it off. And then I get a new phone. Because I had cash. I was up. I had money. Like, I was just going in to get like a little, I think I was just going in to try to get gas money and win. I end up losing. So I was being greedy and end up losing. But remember, I manifested this because I told the girl the night before somebody was chasing me and they was trying to rob me, just trying to get back with her. You feel me? Because I was in my vulnerable stage, like, don't leave me, please don't leave me, all over a bitch. As I say, this is why you got to be headstrong and not deal with certain broads. Or, you know, I hate that I be calling girls to be worse sometimes because I got a daughter. God forgive me, but yeah, you feel me? You know where I'm going with this, but fuck that. But yeah, long story short, they did me a favor because my bill was due. I ended up getting the whole month, the next month free, because I didn't pay my bill. They was like, oh, because your phone was stolen, you get to have another free month or whatever because you just bought a new phone. So I didn't even have to pay my phone, but my phone bill ended up getting paid. I got a free month off of it. Insurance don't cover shit at Metro PCS, so if you got a Metro PCS phone, do not get the insurance because that shit is not worth nothing. You're going to still have to come out of pocket with cash. And I got to slow down with my talking because I talk kind of fast, but fuck it. So I ended up getting a new phone. I think I ended up getting paid that day too. So it's like they did me a favor. They sped up my blessings for me. So thank you to them because I really didn't lose nothing. And then I bounced back 10 times harder than that because the jewelry I bought after that was way bigger. So, feel me? That's the time I ended up getting robbed. But let me tell you the plus to this story. And this is why I say God will take a negative day and turn it into a positive one for you. The day I was robbed on, the following year my daughter was born on. I cannot make this shit up. My daughter was born December 10th, 2015. And I feel like God did that to me for a reason. God did that to humble me. Like, even though you was robbed on this day, you're always going to remember that. But just know, I'm going to take this negative day, I'm going to make it a day you're going to always be able to be happy and be cheerful and joyful. And that's what God did. God took that day and made it a positive day for me. And every year that day come around, I be like, man, thank God this is my baby birthday. Because I know the old me would have went over there and tried to serve some shit. I probably would have tried to do whatever to anybody over there just because I was robbed right there. And let me be honest. Have I went back to that pawn shop? Yes. Numerous and dozen times after I got robbed, I still kept popping up. One day I popped up, flamed up on that fucking corner. Niggas didn't say nothing to me. Walk right in the pawn shop. Niggas didn't say nothing to me. Like I say, when I was like out there, I was out there. Like I said, I was the type of person back then. My ego and my pride was so more serious than my life, and I didn't give a fuck. And I would literally do anything to try to get back at anybody. So thank God I'm not like that no more. But yeah, that's the time I got robbed / the day my daughter was born. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Straight up.